So I was thinking recently about a specific orb that I actually wanted to use on Round Rule more. Which is funny to say because I do like the orb quite a lot and I think it's a really solid tempo tool. Round Rule Cruci 7, by the way, should be a good bit of fun. It just gives me a chance to maybe use my strategy into one specific fight. Because, as we well know by now, there is a fight in the game that I believe to be rather overtuned for how early you can get it. I'm of course talking about the Crystal Slime Glob fight in Area 3. Not the most interesting map. Early store is unfortunate, but pretty cool. With the two oh, what does this mean? Still means I'm going to the store, doesn't it? I think it changes anything. It just means one less chest, which could be fine depending on what I get here. I'm gonna be honest. That event is worth a chest. Like, that's perfectly fine. Okay, full landing level 2, perfect. Yeah, so 47 gold. That's a shame. Man. Crazy. Sometimes you will just not get enough gold for early stores. Definitely not uncommon. If I had 3 more gold, I would have gone there. Yeah, so that fight is well known to be, well, I've said my piece about it, shall we say. I think that it perhaps, could be reworked to be only be able to appear later. I think that would be a nice change to it. But I was thinking, because like one of the orbs that actually just presumably works extremely well into it would be Toil and Trouble, which is well known to just be a pretty solid tempo tool for this class anyway. You max out Toil and Trouble, if you can get a crit, land it on, that's always nice. Really nice because to get it normally because this normal path would have given it to me. You know, this normal path probably also had, let's just show this seed. This normal path probably also had the gold to actually go to that store in it. Which, like, sure, the ball lightning was nice, and as I mentioned, the upgrade and remove was incredibly valuable, but still would have loved to go to that store, man. Oh, awesome. We get to dodge that barely. Yeah, but I think Toil and Trouble just being able to dump 20 spin perfection on that fight, on that dude, should pretty much be able to close out the fight before it becomes too much of an issue. Or he starts getting a little bit too close for comfort, eh? And that would actually just be really nice, because not a lot of classes have an easy matchup into that fight. I'd say Round Rule actually did have one of the better matchups into that fight, but it can always be improved, right? And Toil and Trouble might just be the perfect tool for doing that. I am absolutely sure that I've already used Toil and Trouble into that fight and it was decent, but I think trying to pick up Toil and Trouble more specifically for that one fight is a pretty decent plan. And honestly, it looks like I do have the beginnings of a good Aliens rock build, doesn't it? Since, as I mentioned, Toil and Trouble, that's a lot of transparency and it's all useless. Is on my list of things to pick up. Oh, this is a good shot. Awesome. Nowhere near as good as I was hoping though. Cauldron Bubball, perfect. Absolutely awesome. Beckoning crit. You know what? Pretty damn good there. No, I shan't take the Bombulant. I'm just going to take the Beckoning crit. It's just solid after all. I simply do not require... Oh, that's cool. Let's just prioritize question marks then. Shall we? Oh, I have enhanced as well. Should have potentially gone a bit harder for the passive then after all. Like, plus 22 gold ain't no slouch, especially when we're also getting a fight in it. I really need to upgrade that Ball Lightning. It's impressive just how bad Ball Lightning level 2 is, compared to Ball Lightning level 3. Ball Lightning at level 3 is definitely one of the premium level 3s in the game. But, it's a far cry from the Ball Lightning level 2. Awesome, do you want to get a crit? All we have to do is hit gold pegs, which wouldn't be too hard, or just, you know, hit the crit, because that also works. I do want both of these upgraded for the mole. Having that one upgraded for the mole is the difference between having the plants die and having the plants not die when I shoot my Cauldron Bubble. So, actually a pretty big deal. Perfectly acceptable. A good amount of spin perfection there, just a bit worried I'm not going to get this kill. They do have 3 exploitable though, so perfect. Lovely. Let's claim this kill. You've got 1 spin perfection, so I don't need to aim at you. Just need to be worried about whether or not my AoE arrives in time or not. I mean, Ball Lightning should make sure of it, right? Oh yeah. The power of enhanced, eh? The power of enhanced. Chuck an upgrade on you because that 1 crit damage boost and the +1 peg being hit is a huge deal. Awesome, this is an ideal fight for us. It's just significantly less so when we actually get our Cauldron Bubball immediately. But honestly, I mean, it just seems pretty good, doesn't it? Can't complain too much, but I would have preferred to delay my Cauldron Bubball at least one shot, just so this guy's already gone out of the way, because, I mean, he's just a tad annoying, isn't he? Alright, let's get our way around him, try and get to the crit and the bomb, please. Oh, wow! That was impressive. Try again. Clearly I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Well, we do get a good amount of damage carried over, don't we? And you know what? This is actually a very noticeable amount of Spinfection. This is why I'm so happy to pick up the Cauldron Bubball consistently, because a lot of the time you're just going to have Spinfection pieces which are good. Because Cauldron Bubball is just one of the best AoE tools in the game for this class. Just extremely solid. Look back, extremely solid, look at this shot. Oh yeah, bye-bye. Bonkaroo, and no Cauldron Bubball just yet. Oh. If I have the chance to do this, I would love to take it. It is a massive shame that I'm not going to be able to do Bramble comp with my bombs as well. Because Branch of Bramble would be an awesome pick for this build. But I suppose that's just something I'll have to accept. I think I get 20 damage minimum here. Shame. I feel like they calculated that, honestly. I feel like it's not possible to get 20 damage with no pegs popped. Sorry, less than 20 damage with no pegs popped. Bonk. Alright, no blind because it's you. 4 coins, so I actually want to do a shot like this. Just guarantee the crit. Get them dead to Spinfection. Nice, okay. You know what I mean? Like, they're just... Spinfection is just a very handy debuff to be able to apply. Toil and Trouble and Cauldron Bubball both just apply a lot of it. More than enough to get kills. Well. And part of the reason why I think Toil and Trouble is just so nice against those guys is, of course, debuffs against them get doubled. Now, when you have Status Symbol as well, quadrupling debuffs, sounds good. Luckily we took the extra crit source, eh? Otherwise we'd be struggling. Ow. And they hit so hard, man. There's not too much you can do about that first hit. But I suppose a fight where you just take the 10 damage and move along is not too bad for Area 2. Not great, obviously. I don't like the idea of just losing 10 health like that. But, considering what else it could be, it sounds perfect. Absolutely splendid. Sign me up. Especially since, you know what? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would give me infinite gold for the rest of the run. I don't need infinite gold. You know what, I need double store because my first store in Area 1, I didn't go to it. Didn't exist. So yeah, might be nice to actually try and grab some value, eh? The best I can hope for is a dodge, I think, since I'm not getting a kill. Oh no! Well, that's rather unfortunate. Maybe I should have shot my evasive maneuver. You missed the crit. I mean, you're still gonna get the 2. I see. Bonk bonk. As I said, there are many fights in Area 2 where gonna take more damage than 10. That's good enough, I suppose. It's just a lot of Spinfection, and it may not be as fast acting as I would like, but hopefully it's fast enough, right? I get the sneaking suspicion that it may just not be fast enough. Exploitable? Save me? Ugh. Yeah, my health just took an absolute beating, didn't it? My health has disappeared. Oh well, I'm sure I'll be able to heal up, right? Extraordinary might actually be able to regain normal damage, but I'm gonna be honest. Status Symbol is a great way to never try using an Extraordinary again. Cool. I always appreciate. You know what? Actually, did kind of need that quite a bit. Not bad. Blood is actually really helpful here after all. Well. There is some stuff that I really needed here. Honestly, I kind of don't want Steady Scope. I like Steady Scope a lot. I like it a lot. That's all there is to it. I still have more than enough gold. 47? Like, oh wow. Okay, this deck is looking really interesting. Definitely there are decks which would want Decoil over Round Guard, but I think Round Guard was just the safer pick here. I have Ambidextrary. So, that fight I had previously, if I'd known I had ambidextrony, would have been a lot cleaner, that's for sure. Having Round Guard, Cauldron Bubball, one cycle. Oh, this is a very, very good deck, actually. Did not realize I had that available to me, but I really do. Pretty awesome. What if I chose to reload? Yeah, once I can get one more removal in this deck, we are swimming. And honestly, I know I said that Cauldron Bubball would be amazing this run, but to be perfectly blunt, Cauldron Bubball with a status symbol is just as good. I really do not think I need to worry about a Cauldron Bubball anymore. I'll go right, yes. I'm happy to spend gold here, right? Yeah. Let's just spend some gold because honestly a lot of this stuff is really, really good. Especially that remove. Are we fighting crossbow? Oh dearie me. I do feel kind of bad for him, but yeah, let's just do it, shall we? It's been a while since I've done the crossbow cheese, but we very much have ambidextrony, 2 orbs in our deck. Oh, we don't actually shuffle him, but I think that's fine. 2 orbs in our deck and a round guard, which unfortunate news for him, shall we say. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot my Spinfection a whole bunch, and that's going to be real nice. We can't cycle him though, which is funny. You know, some of the times it actually would matter. I've taken quite a beating before because I couldn't cycle him, I believe. But I believe that Spinfection should just take over now, and honestly, this is the ideal play because I have Super Boots. No point in losing health, right? Not that I care about my health, I don't. It's the opposite of that, right? I'm fighting crossbow and I already know that I'm going to cheese, but it's just... Well, I really want to try and pull off a bomb comp now. If I can get one boss passive, 21 damage for 44 gold, sign me up. I'm almost within 1 crossbow here. I just wanted the money plus 29 gold, perfect. I'll take the fight, I might lose some health here, but as mentioned, I just don't need to care. Oh, perfect, that last second crit. Sign me up. I mean, let's just claim all of these kills. They will just wilt away after all. No point in losing any extra health. As safe as I do feel having, well, only 1 crossbow hit, I think that it would be better to remain above 1 crossbow hit just in case I happen to mess up. Not that I would ever mess up, right? I've absolutely never messed that up before. But that would be kind of embarrassing. You know, I would enjoy getting to live instead. We also had Refresher Course plus Status Symbol. Let's just speed it up. I was trying to find the key. Which is... Oh, look at that heal. Insane. Crossbow never stood a chance there. We do have Status Symbol plus stat scaling on Refresher Course, which is kind of insane. We could for sure get a lot of value out of that if we got, say, a Leaf Thrust for later. Because I'm sure we haven't done enough Leaf Thrust for later ring recently enough, eh? That was a fun one. Miss? Not quite. Screw it. Hit me with your best shot. It's not going to do anything after all. I just don't care. I'm playing Cruci 7, so I full heal, so don't need to be worried about my health. That Super Boots heal was pretty beautiful though, wasn't it? Pretty amazing. Also, I do only have 1 refresh on the board. Usually that would matter, but luckily I kind of don't have to care. Which is very pleasant. Alright, didn't get it. Curse Mask, Peglin Satchel, Electro Pegnet. I think that, 285 gold, I'll just take a passive. I was going to skip, because honestly they're all really bad. I do not want Confusion Mask, I do not want more orbs in my deck, and I do not want Misnavigation. But in theory, Electro Pegnet's meant to add stuff to your deck, so I took it. Being able to add momentum to your shot can be extremely nice. Being able to drag away your intended momentum into a potentially very, very dangerous, aka path that gets you nothing, path is really quite detrimental sometimes. It can be very, very rough. Well, 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 we have the gold for that. 3 question marks? Absolutely we do. Awesome. I have rejuice actually, so I should be focusing way more on collecting my bombs post-battle. Resistance Knight I didn't have any, and I did collect quite a few of them for the Brick Slimes fight, didn't I? Speaking of Brick Slimes, I should probably double check my XP. Still missing, I believe, 1 card, which I would really love to finish off my bestiary before Area 4 arrives. That'd be awesome, I just don't know if that's gonna work out. It's fine. It would just be nice after all. I think I'd rather not invest. Super boots. I think this relic is extremely worth it. It's what I was going to say before I burnt. 67 health. So I don't believe the RNG resets. I just really quickly want to check how much health was I at the start of that. 67 health. I don't believe the RNG resets. I might be mistaken though. 103 I just saw, I believe. Wow. So 67. What? Oh no. Please don't misnavigate. Thank you. 103 to 67. Oh my. That's just impressive. It really. Oh, I shot the wrong orb. Whoopsies. That's fine. Oh, 30 blind. You see why I want to try and switch to a bomb comp? Unfortunately, my bombs do damage. So if I switch to a bomb comp, I'd be dealing damage. That's the opposite of what I want to be doing. I want to be doing spinfaction damage. That's the kind of damage I want. I only have one healing source. Luckily, it is a pretty damn good one, to be honest. But still only one healing source. Yeah, 62 blind. There are a lot of bomb passives I could get, which would give me a maxed out blind. Against Coin Dragon, I believe, is the boss I'm fighting. Against Coin Dragon. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I didn't. I wanted to kill him with Infection actually, so definitely shouldn't have shot that. Realistically, I should press the heal button, but screw that. Honestly, I can full on cheese. So I think I get more gold if I miss just from getting these bombs. Just because, I mean, the bombs are just pretty good here. Yep, perfect. Didn't miss, and I claimed a free 24 gold. Dupe an orb. I actually will dupe an orb, just because I want 2 Cauldron Bubbles in my deck. And the more Cauldron Bubbles, the more fun it is. That being said, okay. Random orb, please not the Ball Lightning. I got the Ball Lightning. That being said, what was the best case scenario for me there is just remove both of those orbs from my deck and cheese. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't have bad cheese. But realistically, having now 2 Ball Lightnings and 2 Cauldron Bubbles in my deck just got so much worse. I just wanted to add some more orbs to my deck though, so... Oh, actually, I could die. Fine, I'll press the heal button, I'll be responsible. I just wanted to get maximum gold out of those question marks, you know, before I spent any gold there. Let's get that discard going, shall we? I do not want him hitting me after all. That's the last thing I'm after. The blammo. And the power of Ambidextrous Round Guard is truly immense. They're both just top tier passives for a reason, right? I consider them to be extremely, extremely capable passives. Ooh, big damage. I don't even have a good exploitable source either. Usually if you're... Okay, my scaling is much more real than I expected. It's kind of just given me 11 crit damage for my Ball Lightning. That's pretty awesome. It's a pretty big number. Illusion. My deck is so bad at this point that I could just add another battle to my deck and get away with it. Illusion. So just to double check, 500 gold is a breakpoint that I should remember for Collusion. Let's presume it just starts at 0-0 just because that's easier. It's 4-8 times 5, so we got 2040. So if I pick up the orb here, it's 2040 plus like half that. Basically a 30-50. Let's try 30-60 even. Let's try that again, shall we? A 30-60. So that's if I get Collusion. Since I presume we can get the 50 gold from Collusion back. 30-60. Huh. That's pretty neat. I think if I had any multi-procking, I'd take it, but if you look at my build, I don't have a single thing of multi-procking. Just trying to do Spinvection may be better, especially since I do want to buy a lot of stuff in the upcoming stores. Let's just take Boomyverse and Blind Spam him, I guess. It unfortunately does a lot less than I would like it to do, but I think you still dodge one of his hits. I just don't remember which one. Fresh Bandana? I don't have Short Fuse, actually. Would love to be able to click that passive after all, but it's right here. Oh, it is. That is really good for us. No Collusion. Salt Shaker. Alright, Blind is going to be maxed out. This is perfect. Good news. No reason to buy this. No apple a day Basalt Totem. I'll buy it for Basalt Totem. It's literally 2 extra max HP. Tactical Treat. Cool. Let's. I have Inflation now, so boom. Infinite money. I need rare relics. Or Bob Orbs. I mean, that's nice, but oh my god, I was so close. Badger, yeah, sure, let's just buy it. I just need one bobble or one collateral damage. Collateral damage is very dangerous if I do take it, but, my god, I have a full bomb spin. Oh. Like, you say there was full bomb spin infection build. And like, you know, it registers. No bomb spin infection, that's fun. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that much. Okay, that was very impressive. Can I find my bob-ups, please? Oh, Lee, look at that. Apparently I don't need to press the hill button either. 500 gold, you know what, that highway aubrey. I mean, the bets on finding collusion were pretty good. That's why I was considering it so much. And I think it was worth it, honestly. I should have taken it. I can't create any bombs in battle, that's the issue. That's why I desperately need an orb that does so. Because without it, my Boomyverse is useless. And if my Boomyverse is useless, my bomb creation is turned off. Man, I actually hit all of the bomb debuff stuff here. I just didn't hit the boss passive that actually reduces the bomb damage so that I can, yeah, no bob-up, damn. So that I can actually not kill them with bomb damage, but never fear because I just don't have any bombs on the board. Like, yippee, I have Bombadon, right? Where is it? Oh, where is it? Up here? Yeah, there. Yippee, I have Bombadon, which is, granted, actually, way more Spinfection than I initially thought. But, would be so much better, eh? Even just one single Powder Collector? Which, by the way, the only passive I turned down was Bombula. I'm not sure if that even works if the order's incorrect. I think it works if the order's incorrect, but I'm not fully certain. So I fully plan on doing just Spinfection kills on this guy. Although, at this rate, the Exploitable might just get him first. Because 4 balance per reload it's pretty disgusting. Thank you, I really wanted that refresh. Tactical Treat is kind of trolling me, eh? Maybe I should have just not picked it up. 56 blind, very solid indeed. Almost as much Spinfection, but honestly, 540 damage per turn, very playable. I definitely think that 16 Exploitable though is going to be the big deal though, especially since we get 2 times damage here, and yeah, ooh, wow. Wow, that was cool. It was on 5k health, the next moment, nothing. Because he had enough Spinfection to deal with approximately 1400 of that health, and apparently Exploitable plus weighted chip is just pretty good, eh? I've talked about that quite a few times, but yeah, being able to just add your multipliers together is really, really good. Exploitable is pretty amazing. Almost all the... I rate the exploitable sources pretty highly, even on the orbs, which usually if an orb has a debuff, I rate it pretty low. Spinfection is the exception, though. Like, yeah, no, pretty much all of the orbs that have debuffs, I rate the passive way higher than I rate the orb, right? Yeah, quite a bit. But that was just Ground Reliquance applying the Exploitable for me, which is great because I had +1 debuffs and ×2 debuffs. And as it turns out, that's just pretty damn amazing. Since even if we did hit the Pincer Maneuver, which is the other amazing debuff tool, I wouldn't have mattered this run. Because Pincer Maneuver, it's a really nice orb, but it has a lot of good interactions, and when you're fighting Coin Dragon, you would expect it to have those good interactions. Didn't see a Toil and Trouble with this game, by the way, which Pincer Maneuver, Toil and Trouble against Coin Dragon with this build would have been insane. But one of the interactions that Cauldron Bubball has, it has 2 notable ones in particular, is it doesn't actually proc Reflect, and it also doesn't proc Pincer Maneuver, which is interesting. Obviously not proccing Pincer Maneuver is a downside because it doesn't proc Reflect, so you'd rather deal 2 instances of damage and get 2 instances of Spinfection. But honestly, the upside of it not proccing Reflect is very noticeable and has literally won me runs before. And it's just really, really nice, so can't complain too much. That Area 1 was unfortunate. We got some great events, but like there's just something so demoralizing about not having 50 gold for the first store. It's like, come on, man, you can do better. Especially since I didn't buy a single wall before that point. It's like, am I greeting or not? Not even having 50 gold after the first fight? Actually, yeah, no, that's true. I was slacking, right? Like 60 gold after the first fight in Area 1 is usually what I go for. Granted, that map was actually pretty rough for collecting gold. It's usually pretty bad, but I also finished it much faster than I think I would usually expect. Usually that map is pretty rough. Luckily though, Sprouting Submergement had our back, and we just managed to collect infinite gold for the rest of the run. 2 stores Area 2, Area 3, which beats what I had last run, right? Which leads to this. And whenever you get onto the second page of passives, fun things occur. I really do think though that the Highway Aubrey was just a really good play there. I was playing round rule, and round rule usually is pretty lacking for um, multiplying sources. Well, multi-ball sources and multi-ping sources in particular. They're actually pretty good with the whole damage multiplier things. So I didn't think it was worth it, but like sitting at the end of the run and seeing the weighted chip and exploitable do their thing there, getting like a free like 4,000 damage off of like a 600 damage orb, you know. Yeah, no, I think it would have been pretty damn amazing. I think any run where you have immediate good greed and you're staring down two stores and you get offered a Highway Aubrey, you seriously got to consider like, oh, I just do Highway Aubrey here, right? Especially when your deck is this thin. Like, I think the main reason why I just didn't do it is because I did increase the size of my deck by 2 orbs. And if I did want to focus on the Highway Aubrey, to be perfectly blunt, I didn't want to use any of the other orbs in my deck. Shooting a 30-60 or in the realms of 40-80 as well, I think, depending on how much gold I decided to spend at the stores, because let's be honest, a lot of these passives are not exactly mandatory, eh? They're not exactly going to help me all that much. I shouldn't have pointed at Navigation Inflation, though. Navigation Inflation is an amazing relic and should always be bought. I was thinking about this previously as well. It should probably be 3 gold. 4 gold is just such a massive amount. It is the premium gold collecting passive. And whilst I do love that it's so good at collecting gold and it's so satisfying to hit, I do think that like I love the other gold collecting relics. I think that Molten Gold very solid. I think Reduce is pretty solid as well. Notice I say pretty solid. I think it's good. It really does require the navigation inflation to actually get good value from though. But it's just navigation inflation is like heads and toes above them. It's really good, especially since you can combine it with like super boots. Oh my god! And then there's the combination for when you get navigation inflation, super boots plus unicorn horn, and you get full greed of map, and you get like 150 gold. I've had those greed shots where I've just had to cut because it's just been a minute of me just aiming towards a fire, boom 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 boom, and just bouncing from a peg straight into a fire. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Getting just an extra 100 gold after a run, or even navigation inflation, most of the time it's going to be anywhere from 20 to 40. It's just a ridiculous boost. You can get so much value off of that. There's so much stuff you can do with that. Gold is the engine that drives runs after all. And yeah, Cauldron Bubball is just amazing. I didn't manage to manage to test out my Twill and Trouble theory. I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate, especially if you get goddamn status symbol. Like if you get status symbol plus, or like even aliens rock, but pincer maneuver is the one I was considering. Pincer maneuver on that map with Toil and Trouble seems very solid. I'm pretty sure I've gotten that exact combo before. Then I think that would work really, really well. But nonetheless, Cauldron Bubble worked extremely well, and as we saw that run, I didn't actually get the fight. So missing out on the Toil and Trouble didn't really cost me all that much. There were just a lot of fights where it would have been pretty solid. Honestly, this is just one of my favorite round rule decks. You just have Cauldron Bubbles and Toil and Troubles. As you can see here, we didn't find Toil and Troubles, so we've got the next best thing.